In today's video, I want to go over a statement by Ubisoft that I'm incredibly disappointed by. If you guys don't know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey just got a story creator, and some people created missions to generate XP and create XP farming, and if you guys know my thoughts on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you guys know I would be incredibly excited by that notion, because one of the elements that really disappointed me about Origins and Odyssey is the fact that if you really want to just go through the main story, you have to grind a lot, you have to do a lot of the side content, and some people, they'll be fine with doing all that side content, but for somebody like me where there are so many games to play and I want to get through a game a little bit quicker, that was a little bit of a disappointment. So this story creator creating XP farming, that was very exciting. However, it looks like Ubisoft is going to be putting the kibosh on that. I want to take a look at their statement because there's a lot to digest. So let's go over everything that Ubisoft is saying about the Assassin's Creed Odyssey story creator and the fact that people are creating XP farming missions, and there's a lot to digest with this, and we'll go into all of that. Okay, so here's the statement from Ubisoft. Hey everyone, we'd like to discuss XP farming. Story creator mode was designed to be a tool for players to let their creativity and imagination run free as they build their very own stories to share with others using a modified version of the tools our own designers use to develop the quests in the game. However, since the launch of the beta, we have noticed an increasing flow of farming quests that exploit the tool to get large amounts of XP. These exploits risk jeopardizing the overall quality, integrity, and purpose of the story creator mode and result in less visibility for the creative, interesting, and frankly fantastic community stories that have been published. We want to focus on rewarding creativity by highlighting quality quests, and we are working on fixes and adjustments to reduce the impact of such farming quests on the player experience. We are also changing story creator mode's terms of use to prevent creators from publishing these kinds of stories. We are working on the following fixes and adjustments to reduce the impact of such farming quests on the player experience, shifting the focus back to the tool's intended design and use, as well as actively combating exploits moving forward. XP farming quests will not appear in our automatic recommendation system. This includes the Hall of Fame and the trending section. Stories that are reported for exploitation or cheating will be hidden moving forward. Our terms of use will be updated to reflect the misuse of the tool. We will be sanctioning those who continue to willingly and intentionally misuse the tool. Implement further solutions with upcoming title updates. We will share more information as we near these updates. That is coming directly from the Assassin's Creed community and development teams. Now, this would be okay if it really was hurting the integrity of the game and Ubisoft didn't want you to play this game with an accelerated version of garnering XP. I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this, but this is inherently not true given the fact that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is filled with microtransactions that you may or may not want to take advantage of, but one that I was oh so close to actually checking out was the double XP boost. Yes, because the game is so grindy and I just wanted to play through the main story, I wanted to get the double XP boost that would make my experience a little bit easier. Then I second guessed myself and I thought, hey, I don't want to be supporting business practices like this. Let me not pick it up, because fundamentally, I do think Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a great game. However, it's hampered by the issue that you can play the game at your own pace. You're inherently not able to do that because the game wants to shoehorn in all of this side content, all of these extracurricular activities, or whatever the case may be, that really you shouldn't have to do. And even if you play the game on easy mode, that should be why difficulties are there. You still have to be at a certain level threshold for you to complete a mission, and if you're, say, 3 or 4 levels below the main story mission, goddamn, you're gonna have to do some farming and you're gonna have to get some XP. I always get comments seeing people saying, oh, why are you buying an Assassin's Creed game, or why are you buying a game like this if you don't want to do the side content? Why are you supporting the fact that you should be boxed into playing this game with it being absolutely paramount that you do all of the side content? That's not how open world games with side content are supposed to be done, and Ubisoft knows that, given that they're selling an XP boost. So how do you explain that? That would be one thing if they weren't selling an XP boost, but they are selling an XP boost, so that goes against every argument that's ever made. And in this case, they want to say that that goes against the integrity of the game. They actually mentioned it goes against the integrity of the story creator. Now, they were very careful about that. They can't say it goes against the integrity of the game, because then you're completely lying and you're saying, hey, you're selling a microtransaction that gives you double XP. But how does that really go against the integrity of the story creator? People are still making the stories that they want to create. You shouldn't be able to remove this entirely. If people want to use it, people should be able to use it. If they want to get XP a little bit quicker, I don't see why not. I mean, they're still playing through these missions or whatever the case may be, and you put the toolset in the story creator mode. The only explanation I can make is they realize they're making a little bit of money off these XP boosts. They don't want to make it a regular thing where every following an Assassin's Creed game has this story creator mode, and it'll offer a way to get XP rather quickly, instead of either you get super invested into the game and you do all of the side content. And remember, if you get super invested into a game, the point of that investment is for you to be really engaged into that game, and then you'll buy the season pass, you'll buy the downloadable content. Don't think that Ubisoft doesn't think all of these elements through, but guess what? There are also people like me that want to jump into a game. We want to play the game at our own pace, whether that be a little bit quicker, whether that be a little bit slower, and you want to do all of the side content. But either way you go, either you get super invested into the game and you get so invested that, hey, maybe you'll buy all of that DLC, maybe you'll buy the season pass, or you'll actually want to play through the game at a quicker pace and maybe you'll buy that XP boost. Whatever the case may be, this is all a clever way for Ubisoft to get more money out of the gamer, and how people are defending that, I have no idea. And it's just becoming more and more of a regular thing in the comment section. Look, it's up to you on whether or not you want to judge Assassin's Creed Odyssey side content on it being good or it being bad. Some of you guys are gonna think that, oh, all of this extra content in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is so good, it's so engaging, it is some of the best side content that I've ever seen in gaming, and how could you not play this Assassin's Creed game for at least 40-50 hours? And if that's your mindset, fine, but also respect the mindset of other people. And I've seen other people be discouraged in playing a game like this, where there are so many games that are being released and our backlogs are so huge. We don't want to invest 40 to 50 hours in a freaking Assassin's Creed game. Back when we played Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4, could some of us invest 40 or 50 hours? I don't really know about Assassin's Creed 2. Nobody was really playing Assassin's Creed 2 for 40 or 50 hours. But could some people spend a little bit of extra time? Sure. But could some people also play through those games in 8 to 12 hours? Absolutely. And that option should always be there. I know we're moving towards this era where it's all about getting as much content into the game as possible and getting as much hours out of the game as possible, but that really shouldn't be the main priority. And even if that is a priority, you need to offer the gamer a way to play the game at their own pace, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey absolutely does not do that. And this statement once again goes to show they've probably noticed, hey, we're selling some double XP passes. Even if it's 1 in 10 players that are buying it or 1 in 20, that is a significant amount of extra revenue, and it's just free revenue for them. They're just making all of this additional money for no reason. Hey, could we make the easy mode a way for gamers to actually go through the game without needing to level up and grind? Sure, but why would we do that when we can make the easy mode still pretty grindy, and then we could just sell them an XP boost for $10 or however expensive we want to make it? The way that gamers are getting duped, because I've brought up this point several times now when talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I've given the credit for it being a really well-designed game. The open world is gorgeous, the combat has a lot of depth to it, and the story is pretty good, and the gameplay itself is rather enjoyable. But don't force me to do this side content. Don't make me do all of this content that I don't want to do. And in my opinion, I don't think that content is very good. But I'm not trying to get down that rabbit hole right now. I know some of you guys are going to disagree with me on that and be like, no, all of this content in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is so good. I have over 200 hours into the game. I'm a level whatever, and I just went through the game naturally. And this is how you're supposed to play the game. And I've been a long time Assassin's Creed fan. If you look at videos I made back in 2015 on this channel, I always talked about how much I loved Assassin's Creed, how Assassin's Creed was always one of those franchises that I could go back and play whenever. I loved Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and that was one of the worst performing Assassin's Creed title. I've been around the block with Assassin's Creed, and I've played these games since their inception back in 2007, and I know that Origins was supposed to be the start of something new, and I appreciate that because the series was getting a little bit stale, but how people are quickly not realizing that Ubisoft is tweaking elements of the game to get more money out of the player. And sure, the DLC content itself is pretty good, but they are inherently creating these games where either you invest all this time into the game and you're forced to get super engaged into it, or you want to play through the game a little bit quicker and then you'll want to buy that double XP pass, and that's for an additional $10. As you can see, whatever the case may be, they are really muddying the waters of what is a $60 game anymore. And if you're getting into a game like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you're probably paying a little bit more than $60 if especially you bought the game at launch. And I don't know why it is with Assassin's Creed. I'm really disappointed by it. I thought just on the basis that them changing the story creator mode to combat XP farming, I thought it was a great time to talk about this because it's a topic that I brought up a couple times, and I know some of you guys in the comment section always get a little bit upset whenever I mention it. Look, I'm not attacking the idea of you wanting to invest all of this time into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Just give me that option to play through the game a little bit quicker, but don't limit that option behind a $10 paywall. What is going on? We need to change that ASAP. And again, them making this change to the story creator, I think they know what they're doing here, and I think they want to keep things exactly the way they are. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you guys think I'm off the mark? Do you guys agree with me? Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.